Still hate her. Still hate her. Still hate her. Tolerate her. Tolerate her. Yeah!
Dad?
Hey, come on in, have a pint.
I feel guilty about something, Pop.
Oral guilt is for Catholics, you know that.
Yeah, but sometimes it just creeps in.
Well, that's normal. But thanks to Mr. Martin Luther, we Protestants have the freedom to learn about the cleansing act we like to call burying it. And the place to do that is church.
Yeah, but I think I'd feel better just talking about it with you.
Save it for the repressional. Oral! What are you doing?
Oh, hi, Dad. Pretty great, huh? I'm at one with God.
Not my son. Orel, are you crazy? You can't just use a godless religion to worship in our faith. The faith which is absolutely littered with God and Jesus.
But, Dad, it didn't feel bad.
Well, it is. Buddhism is a communist cult that allows just about any random practice under the sun. Here in the land of the free, we are lucky enough to have restrictions. Those restrictions are called dogma.
Dogma?
Cute word, huh? Kinda makes you want to throw it a bone, doesn't it?
Well...
Orel, throw dogma a bone. Pray correctly.
But I just don't understand why it feels...
Well, I'm not taking questions right now, but my belt is...
Never mind.
Let me out of here. I mean, come in.
Yay, brave!
Orel, look what you let in. Scat shapey, shoo.
Dad, that's not shit.
What's up, son?
Well, I know I'm not supposed to question authority.
Then case closed.
But...
Hold on. Okay, but what?
But what if an authority figure is doing something that even he thinks is wrong?
Oh, Orel. Authority figures never do anything wrong. That's what makes them who they are. You see, they have the authority to magically make wrong right.
But how can they do that if it's their own conscience that's bothering them?
The conscience? Buddy, the conscience is the first thing an authority figure has authority over. Why, he can repress that bothersome little fella in no seconds flat.
Okay, here we go.
Show the world how strong you are by simply acting weak. Inherit all the world someday, 'cause you will be the meat. Inherit all the world someday, 'cause you will be the meat. Show them just how meek when you turn the other cheek. You've got turn the other cheek. Show the world how strong you are by simply acting weak. Inherit all the world someday.
Orel Huffington, it is far too early. Turn that down.
Sorry, Mom.
My gracious.
Not now, Orel.
It's Blaberta.
Just a minute. Okay.
Just look at Orel's shirt. It's the 4th time this week, Clay. It's worrisome. I can't be doing laundry every day. I'll have to double my detergent budget.
What? This is serious. All right. I'll take care of it.
Dad, that's not shit.
Orel, you know you shouldn't upset your mother by coming home with dirty clothes, because then your mother talks to your father, and no one wants that.
But I have to get bloody, Dad. Otherwise, I'd have to fight. And Jesus says, turn the other cheek.
Ah, yes, turn the other cheek. The war cry of the fraidy cats. Orel, the phrase turn the other cheek has been misused ever since violence became out of style.
It has?
Sure. That saying should only be used when someone insults you or jokes about your wife. Then you should just grin and bear it, even laugh if it's funny. But God doesn't want you hurt. He needs you to protect yourself so you can defend his righteousness.
Wow.
You see, you've got to protect yourself before trouble starts.
Before?
Yep. I think you need to give this bully of yours the chance to turn his own cheek.
Oh, so it'll be like I'm teaching him about the Bible.
Exactly. The Bible. Now, make a fist.
Gee, Dad, I don't know.
Come on, it's not that bad. Why, a fist is just one hand praying by itself.
Oh.
Less dust, no dust.
Take that, you! Yeah? Who's scared? And here's a little present from Jesus!
Forget it. Save it.
But aren't you gonna teach me a lesson?
No, I'm not.
So, what does this mean? You're giving up on me, Dad?
Orel. A father never gives up on his son, because then he's not really a father. And if I'm not a father, all I really am is a husband. And that's practically worthless.
Uh-huh.
Also, you did follow my advice, kiddo. So punishing you would be an admission of wrongness on my part. And believe you me, that ain't gonna happen.
So why did we even come in here?
Well, we had to cast what's called a smoke screen.
A smoke screen?
Yes, it's a valuable tool I use in order to give your mother the illusion that I'm actually doing my job as your father.
Neat. You're the best, Dad. I love you.
Oh, sure do. Well, we got about one more minute in here. Geniuses. It's a clever combination of the words genius and Genesis.
Huh? Oh, yeah.
Geniuses is the most simplistic way of disproving evolution while at the same time proving that through the miracle of God's pure brain power, he whipped up the universe in his heaven-shaped laboratory hundreds of years ago.
Wow.
In fact, Geniuses is so simplistic that even the lowest form of life can understand it. He's a professional right-wing talk show host. That means he's God's mouthpiece. And everyone knows that it's a sin to worry about God's mouthpiece, son.
Oh, okay.
Well, I think I'll go over to Forgetty's for a nightcap. Bye.
Have fun, dear.
Hey, Mom, if a man likes you and you don't like him back, is it wrong to take presents from him?
What a marvelous question. We girls deserve to be pampered. And if that means tricking men into buying us dressy head hats and fancy finger rings, then so be it.
But doesn't the Bible tell us it's better to give than to receive?
As a matter of fact, no. It never, ever says that. Isn't that wonderful? Never, ever, 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 ever.
Dad, isn't it a sin to park in the church's handicap spot?
Not if your foot's asleep. Is his dad molesting him? What?
I have books in my study that explain some things about nakedness being bad. Now get your mother sewing clothes for the zombies. It's what ladies do.
Here are your clothes. Try not to get brains all over them.
I hope that teaches you a lesson, young man.
It sure does, Dad. I'm never gonna do that with those in there for that long ever again.
Good boy, son. Good boy.
Is that it?
Yep, you can go.
Oh, you're not gonna lecture me some more?
Nah, gonna relax for a while.
Gee.
Orel, how would you like to go on a father and son outing together?
Father and son? And how?
Good. It's about time I taught you how to hunt.
Hunt?
Yep. Man has been able to artificially replicate many things that God originally invented. But there's one thing we'll never be quite able to copy, even with all our scientific beakers and advanced laboratory rats.
What, Pops?
Playing God. God's greatest achievement. Yes, Orel, I think it's time for you to experience the wonder and majesty of shooting a gun.
Well, I don't mind going along and maybe just watching.
Nonsense! Next week is the beginning of the hunting season at the Morrilton Nature Reserve. Buddy, we are gonna have a real adventure.
But I'm not sure I can kill an animal, Dad.
Sure you can. It's easy. As long as you got one of these babies.
Wow! I never noticed all this before.
Yeah, they sort of blend into the woodwork. Follow me, kid. Orel, as everyone knows, nature is man's worst enemy. That's why we had to civilize ourselves and get as far away from her as possible. Unfortunately, animals are still at her vicious mercy. So, with one of these honeys, we're mercifully letting animals take what we like to call nature's shortcut and kill them fast so they won't have to live in fear. Oh, what have we here?
It looks like a pistol.
It's not just a pistol, my young man. It's a lucky pistol and your birthright. Why, old Gunny here used to be my father's, and then mine. For years, it's been a grand Poppington tradition that the head of the household would hand off old Gunny to his firstborn son. Here, why don't you try this one instead?
Oh.